Get in the kitchen and make the best recipes. This is our preview of Picky Eaters.
Picky Eaters is a set collection take-that card game about completing recipes for some picky eaters. And I thought I was a picky eater, but you need to see some of these characters.
It's a fun concept with a lot of potential for back and forth actions between opponents, and we'll tell you all about it after this quick how to play. Picky Eaters is played over 5 rounds with players taking multiple turns each round.
Each round a new guest will be revealed, showcasing their choices of menu items.
At the start of the round, players will draw cards, but on their turn they can also draw a card from the market.
Players will try to complete recipe cards using the matching ingredients.
There are also item cards in the games that can help out recipes or hurt other players.
Players continue taking turns until everyone is passed, and then a new round starts.
At the end of 5 rounds, players will add up their points based on which guests loved, liked, disliked, or couldn't eat their recipes. The player with the most points wins. We were sent a prototype copy of Picky Eaters from the creators so that we could do this preview video. Some of the rules or components may change in the final version.
If you'd like to find out more info or back Picky Eaters on Kickstarter, check out the links in our description below.
Picky Eaters is a take-that card game all about making recipes and giving them to picky eaters. On the Picky Eater cards, they'll say what they love, like, dislike, and can't eat. And that'll kind of be a scoring guide for you to figure out how much your recipe is worth. So when you have one guest revealed and they love the recipe you're making, the next guest that's revealed, they could hate it and they'll cancel each other out. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic as the cards are revealed of, oh, I played this card. However, the luck of the draw made it not as good as I thought it was. So there's a lot of thinking to go on, not just are they picky eaters? Am I giving them the right food? But also, all right, I'm feeding this person, but am I gonna feed the next person and the next person and the next person? And which recipe is the best? And which ingredients go on which recipe? There's lots of stuff to think about when you're playing this game.
Lots of stuff to think about, but lots of just unknowns that can just kind of give you anxiety, right? Like, okay, oh yeah, great food. Oh, what's my next guest gonna do? What's my next guest? Or what's the next ingredients? Like, I'm not a chef, but I like cooking. So I can think about, like, if I was in a restaurant and I was a chef, it's like, oh, ingredients are coming in today. Are we gonna get a crowd of people that just don't like what's on the menu or yada, yada. Like, just thinking about all that, I'm like, I don't know if I could be a chef.
The main cards in this game, you have recipe cards, which are the blue cards. You'll have ingredient cards, which are the red cards, and you have item cards, which are the yellow cards. So the blue cards are going to be the different types of recipes that you can make. You'll match up the name of the recipe with who likes it. So this is a burger. So someone on one of these cards is gonna love burgers. Someone on one of these cards is gonna hate burgers. And you can get points depending on it. And if you wanna play this recipe in front of you, you need bread, meat, lettuce, and tomato. So you need those 4 ingredients to play this card in front of you. And then when you do that, then you've satisfied it and you'll get the points based on who likes it, loves it, hates it, etc. But the biggest difference maker in this game are the item cards, because they can really change things up depending on how things are going, especially this late minute cancellation. If someone's playing cards, for example, if Rosie was one of the guests and someone had a wrap and a grilled cheese, they're getting a lot of points because she loves both of those. But if someone does this and takes Rosie away, suddenly that person's score changed dramatically. This is a take that game, and we like take that games, but this is really cutthroat. There are some cards in here that can really change up the game, and suddenly you go from first place to not scoring any points. So if you like take that, you should definitely check this game out.
So one thing we noted was that there's a lot of recipes in here, okay? And each one of these characters here, they love maybe about 4 or 5, and then they like kind of dislike like 2 or 3, and then there's 1 or 2 that they just hate and won't eat. So that's a lot of recipes, but there is a chance, right, that let's say burger, some of these guests, or all of them maybe they don't even care about burgers, they don't hate it. They don't like it. They don't like kind of hate it, kind of like it. So it won't even show up on there. At least you'll still get points for that. So that's kind of cool. That's seeing all the guests. I mean, there's still that unknown, like maybe that next guest will like a burger.
Or maybe Lee will take away the 1 card that's good and giving Kenny all his points. Then Kenny has 0 points at the end of the game, and you never know what happens.
Yeah, that's one thing too. Like if I notice all your recipes is that 1 character, I'm like, okay, well, yoink. I did do that one time.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah. I did do that one time, and then I drew a guess that just hurt me too. So it's like, took away all his points, but then also hurt me. So I was like, ugh.
In this prototype, there are a lot of recipe cards. There are 35 different recipes, and there's one of each. So if you don't get that one recipe that you're holding out for, if someone else plays it, then you need to move on with your strategy and come up with something new. So you can't be waiting forever.
For some of you who might be really good at card counting, you might like this because, as you see the ingredients getting discarded, you'll be like, okay, 5 meats, 6 meats. All right, there's not many meats left. So if I get any recipes that have meats, probably, there's probably not a way for me to play that. So let's focus on other recipes. That's how we were playing this prototype. Things may change, but that's kind of one thing that I noticed where I was like, oh man, if I was smarter and could keep count, I would probably do better.
If I was Rain Man, I'd be killing it at this game.
Overall, I thought the gameplay was pretty fun. When I saw the title Picky Eaters, I thought, I think I can be a picky eater sometimes. But then I saw these and I was like, no way. They are way picky sometimes.
Overall, I love the concept of the game. I like recipe fulfillment, set collection type games, so I really enjoy this. I like Take That. We both enjoy Take That. So if you like Take That games, definitely check this one out. And that was our preview of Picky Eaters.
What'd you think? Do you want to add this game to your menu of games? Let us know in the comments below.
Once again, we'd like to thank the creators of Picky Eaters for sending us this prototype so that we could do this preview video. If you'd like to find out more information or back it, check out the links in our description below. And if you're enjoying our content, please like this video, subscribe to our channel.
Until next time, I'm Lee.
And I'm Kenny, and go party like a board gamer.